Okay, what's up guys? This is your boy King Dragon here with another what if. What if Naruto was reincarnation of Zeus? We're gonna start this one off at the birth of Naruto and how Zeus died. When Naruto was born and he was being placed on the altar when Obito and Minato were fighting, at this very same moment, Zeus was being betrayed by his two brothers, Hades and Poseidon. As Zeus is dying, his being is being transferred into a single lightning bolt, which then strikes down onto baby Naruto. As this happens, Minato is wondering what just happened to his child. Also, where did the lightning come from? This all happens when he is sealing not just half, but the whole of Kurama inside of Naruto. So he has both the yin and yang sides. As the 5-pronged seal appears on his stomach, two lightning marks appear on his shoulders. And arms. As Hiruzen approaches, the third Hokage approaches baby Naruto on the orders of Lord Fourth, Minato, and Kushina. He finds the baby with glowing blue eyes and crying. But as he gets closer and picks him up, the baby stops crying, his eyes go back to normal. A normal shade of blue, and then falls asleep. We're gonna time skip 4 years to where Naruto is playing around the village, and this is the day where Danzo tells everyone about the Nine Tails. Everyone starts to hate Naruto, but silently, because of how Hiruzen ordered no one to speak of it at all, or they will be executed. We're gonna have another 1 year time skip. During this time, Naruto noticed that the marks on his arms start to glow whenever he is angry. When he gets angry. So he tries to test this out. But as he's doing this, a Chunin comes up to him and drags him in an alley. And no one's helping him. No one's coming to get help. And he just thinks to himself, why is anyone helping me? Why am I being treated like this? What did I do wrong? The Chunin throws him into an alley. And sorry about the notification. Throws him to an alley and starts to beat on him, saying, "Kid, this is for your own good." Naruto just curls up to a ball and saying, "This isn't how it's supposed to be. This isn't how it's supposed to be." As he does this, his eyes start to glow, and the marks on his arms start to flare up, sending electricity surging through his body. And he just lets out a shout. "Stop it!" And the Chunin gets shocked from this. He is fried into dust. Naruto comes back into consciousness, looking around, looking at the pile of ash and the bandana. Did I do this? Was that my ability? What happened? Naruto starts to run away back to his home to check out his abilities. He takes off his shirt that's already singed and burnt, and then looks at his arms and his eyes. There's lightning coming off of his eyes, and the lightning marks on his arms are flaring up, yellow, blue, and white, just flaring up over and over again. Naruto feels like he's filled with energy for the first time in his life. And he goes to the training grounds to test out his powers and abilities. He starts to channel all his lightning into his fist and starts to punch the practice dummy over and over again, each time breaking one part of it. Then he channels enough electricity into his whole arm and sends a whole gust of wind, flying the practice dummy into the mountains and a crack into it. As Naruto looks at himself, wondering, wow, this must be what true power is like. He starts to calm down and looks to his stomach then and says, then what is this one for? Inside his stomach, Chroma says, this child holds great power. And after this, we're going to have a time skip to where he's 5. He's walking around the village with a scarf on and his jacket open with no sleeves. He comes across a girl named Hinata being bullied by these 3 kids. He runs up and says, leave her alone. The 3 kids look at him and like, oh look, it's a demon. Naruto says, I'm not a demon. Now leave her alone and go away. The kids say, or what? Naruto says, or else I'll beat you down. The 3 kids go up to Naruto with a bunch of sticks and rocks. One kid is hitting him with a bunch of rocks, and 2 kids are hitting with a bunch of rocks. And the one kid starts to run up to Naruto to hit him with the stick, but Naruto catches the stick, and his eyes start to flare blue, flare lightning blue, as he breaks the stick while it's still in the kid's hand, sending a jolt of electricity into the kid, shocking him, making him fall back. The other 2 keep throwing the rock, saying, what did you do, you demon? Naruto gets a little angry and then dashes towards them at supersonic speeds. Boom! And then he starts to attack them. One by one, he dodges and then throws them all into a group and said, get out of here before I really get angry. The 3 little boys run away as he goes to check on Hinata and see if she's okay. Hinata just looks at him in awe, looking at Naruto-kun. And he's like, huh? Before he and her can talk, one of the Hyuga members, who's supposed to be protecting Hinata, push Naruto away and grab Hinata and taking her back to the Hyuga compound. We're gonna have another time skip to where Naruto is 12. Now we're gonna do where he's 8. Yeah. No, let's do 12. That way we can cover all his bases. Over these past years, Naruto has learned how to throw lightning bolts, and his strength has increased astronomically. He's as strong as Zeus. He can control weather. He's not no homo or nothing, but Man is looking hellishly good. Man is persuasive. This man can run and fly at the speed of Mach 5. And the man's body is indestructible. And he's been wearing baggy clothes until this day, where he finally gets to put on his new outfit. Okay, so I want y'all to imagine. Actually, I'm just gonna put up a picture of it for you right now. Okay, so this is exactly what he looks like. Okay, so he walks into this classroom, but younger. He looks like that, but younger. He walks into the classroom where everyone's seeing how ripped he actually is, and finally he'll be able to see the marks on his arms, because he has never shown anyone other than Hiruzen the lightning marks on his arms. And they're wondering, wait, is that Naruto? Naruto doesn't really care about any of these people because, well, they're a bunch of scum. So he just goes to sit down, and there's only 2 seats left. One of them is next to a bunch of loud people, and the other one's next to Sasuke. He sits next to Sasuke, and then just doesn't even look at him. He just minds his own business. And then out of nowhere, all you hear is a boom, where you just see Sakura and Ino rushing to the classroom saying, "I'm sitting next to Sasuke, who no I am." And they just have their own little fight about it. And then Sakura comes out on top saying, "Ha, that's what you get, you know." And she starts to go next to her seat next to Sasuke, but then finds out that sees that Naruto's already there, saying, "Move out of my seat, stupid Naruto." Naruto gives zero fucks about this and doesn't even move. He just looks the other way and didn't say anything. Everyone is just looking at him like, you do know why that no one messes with Sakura, because Sakura's strength is pretty massive. Well, pretty okay for her age group. But Naruto just doesn't even care. She goes to punch Naruto, but Naruto just gives off a aura of electricity, pushing her back to the back of the classroom, knocking her out. Everyone is surprised as their teacher, what's his man's name? Hold up, guys, I can't remember his teacher's name. You know, the dude with the scar on his nose. Yeah, him. Walks in and says, "Okay, everyone, today we're going to be doing the your exams to see if you can all become Genin. First one up is Naruto Uzumaki. Everyone is expecting him to fail, but when he starts to channel his chakra and does the shadow clone jutsu, he spawns 12 of them. Man's brain power is so high because of how fast he's thinking, because of how much electricity is channeling through his brain, that all jutsu is easy to learn to him. Man spawns 12 shadow clones, and no, that's not right. This dude's teacher, Sensei, is surprised too, says, "Naruto Uzumaki passes." Everyone in the class is surprised, and by the end of the day, Mizuki still tries to get him to steal the scroll. Naruto, being way smarter in this one, is like, "Oh, so you want to betray the village?" Naruto doesn't really care about the village, but he does care about Hiruzen. So he agrees with Mizuki Sensei, and steals the scroll. He still learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and when Mizuki gets there, he says, "Haha, you stupid demon fox." Naruto actually already knew for a few years now that he had the 9 cells sealed inside of him, so he wasn't surprised when Mizuki told him about this. So Mizuki says, "Give me the scroll." and then die. Mizuki gets out his giant shuriken and throws it at Naruto. Naruto summons 1,500 shadow clones, and they all summon a thunderbolt. This man sensei is in the shadows looking. Same with Hiruzen through his orb. How did Naruto become so powerful? As they all charge towards Mizuki with a thunderbolt on their arm, chucking it straight at him like a spear going through a board. A man gets impaled completely, and there's nothing left to him but ashes. And throughout the whole forest, all you hear is screams. Ah! And then a giant thunder shock through the whole village. Naruto picks the scroll up, goes back to the third Hokage's office, and puts it back. And he already knows that the third Hokage saw everything, so he just goes back home and sleeps in his bed, waiting for his classes tomorrow, waiting for it to be assigned to his teams tomorrow. Okay guys, that's where we're going to be leaving this part off. What will happen next? What will Naruto do about Kakashi? How he'll treat Sasuke and Sakura? We'll find this out next time on What If Naruto Was a Demigod? Basically a demigod because he's the reincarnation of Zeus, basically, yeah. But see you next time. This has been Drago J signing off. Boom!